Hi, everyone. I'm back again. I'm Dr. Kellaway, the Associate Dean for Admissions and Outreach here at the Long School of Medicine. And I am back to tell you some details about our interview day. You got an overview of the whole process in the last video, and now I want to dig into some details about interview day. Like I told you in the previous video, we have two big principles for all of our admissions work, and that is we want to be transparent. That's a big goal for us. We want to answer all of your questions. If you'll find information, you'll find the answers to your questions in all kinds of places. So we give you materials. This channel has a lot of information for you. We have our email that you can get information from. There's lots on the website as well. Um, so transparency is big for us. We want you to know all about us. And yeah, there are lots of great things to know about us. And the second thing is we realize there is so much anxiety. There is fear. There is worry about this whole process. So we are all about making you as comfortable as we possibly can throughout this process. And the interview day, so that's where the interview day really is important for us. I mean, that's where that important principle really comes into action. Um, so we are going to remind you all through the day to just relax and have a great time because that's what we're doing. We're relaxing and we're having a great time meeting you. So we're going to have 20 days for the entry year 2025. We're going to have 20 interview days. And those are all on Fridays and they run from August the 16th through January the 17th of 2025. Your interview day really begins the night before with the off the record social. This is completely student run and it's off the record because it's not any part of your um, official interview day. It's an optional activity. Most people do come to talk to our students and find out a little bit about us and about the day and what their favorite things about Long School of Medicine are. So that's off the record social. That will be from 6 to 7 p.m. Central Time. So we're all of our times here at Long School of Medicine. We're in San Antonio, Texas, and so we're in Central Time. So if you are at school or living on one coast or the other, or you're visiting somewhere around the world, you watch for Central Time. And then you'll be correct. So on the actual interview day, so prior to the interview day, we're going to send you a lot of information. We're going to send you a lot of information. We will, with the invitation, send you some links and information there. And you should really read all of the things that we are giving you. We will ask you then to complete the Casper and the SOVI, and you'll be provided links for those in your invitation to interview. So the actual day starts at 8:45. That's when we start to check you in and you get to just go into a breakout room while we're looking at the whole group to see who's here, etc. So it's just our check-in process. I would really suggest that you come into the main meeting link ahead of time. I would suggest you're like trying to log in at 8:30. We're going to give you information about all of the technology, all of the details that you should pay attention to. And I know we're all like Zoom experts now, but really you should read through everything that we're going to give you, and you should make sure that your Zoom updates are current. They drive me crazy because they update things every 2 weeks. So make sure you have the most current version of Zoom and come a little early. You just never know what's going to happen. If you find yourself in a place where you don't have good Wi-Fi, we have some helpful hints for you about that too. 8:45, we're starting to check you in, so please be here so you can be in the welcome rooms with our students, and they'll tell you to be calm and that you're going to really enjoy the day. So I hope you will take that advice, and you might have some questions to ask them. At 9 o'clock is my welcome for you, and I have hours and hours and hours. I'll tell you on interview day, I have hours and hours of information that I would love to share with you, but it's all whittled down into about an hour, a little over an hour. And that sounds like a terribly long thing, but I promise it is so full of really good um, really good information that you're going to be able to use to assess what kind of our environment is here, like what our environment is like here, rather. So that's my part. So many good things. We'll talk about life in San Antonio. We'll talk about student life. We'll talk about the curriculum, very modern, progressive curriculum, and all of the student support systems that we have. So I think you'll enjoy hearing all the details about that. I'll be finished a little after 10, and usually we have some special guests to pop in talking to you about various programs. At 10:25 is an important part, maybe the most important part of our interview day. We will start the interview segment of the day. So from 10:25 until noon, there will be four 20-minute segments with 5-minute breaks in between. Okay. And those are you will have two interviews during two of those segments, and you will have two break periods for those four segments from 10:25 to noon. Okay. Our interviews will run in during that time. You will get to talk to a faculty member. You will get to talk to medical students and faculty members in those times. And we do have some questions that we like to ask just for a thread of consistency, but there's nothing tricky. We're asking you about your challenges. We're asking you about leadership and um, things like that. So like nothing, our questions are pretty standard. So don't and it's important for you to know we don't have any gotcha questions. We're not trying to trip you up. We're not trying to make you hurry up and have a snap answer. We do not do an MMI. Our interviews are more traditional, although we do throw in these standardized questions. Just one for each interview. But then really it's just a friendly conversation about all the things that you have done to prepare yourself for your medical education. So we're really just interested in learning about you. And I think you'll find that the environment during the interviews is friendly and welcoming. And that puts you at ease so that you're better able to tell us about your story and your highlights and things that we're asking you about. You will have a chance to ask questions during that time. Sometimes we run out of time though. So, but I am often there. You can, the A team is there, and the students are present throughout interview day. So there are lots of people to ask that day and for throughout the whole cycle when questions occur to you. So the interviews are over. The interviews and breaks are over at noon. And at that time, we break you into two breakout rooms where you get to sit and kind of relax while one group of students gives you a live guided virtual tour of our beautiful campus. You can see all the green behind me. We're green and green. Um, we behave in green ways, and our campus is full of trees and greenery, so it's nice.